The story of the Roman Empire is one of grandeur, triumph, and eventual collapse. From a humble beginning as a small settlement along the Tiber River to becoming one of the most powerful and influential empires in history, the journey of Rome is a testament to human ambition, perseverance, and the consequences of unchecked power. This tale spans over 1,000 years, from its mythical origins to its eventual fall in the West. Let's explore the rise and fall of the Roman Empire, focusing on the key periods that defined its history and the reasons for its decline. 1. The origins of Rome, 753 BCE, 509 BCE. The myth of Romulus and Remus, twin brothers who were raised by a she-wolf, and later founded the city of Rome, sets the stage for the birth of one of history's most enduring civilizations. According to legend, Romulus became the first king of Rome after a violent dispute with his brother. While the myth may be a blend of fact and folklore, the origins of Rome as a settlement by the Tiber River are rooted in history. In the 8th century BCE, a small tribe settled on the Palatine Hill, one of the 7 hills of Rome. Over time, this settlement grew, and the Romans began to establish themselves as a unique culture with their own identity. Early Romans were largely agricultural, living in small communities, but they were skilled traders and warriors. They began to form alliances with neighboring tribes and eventually took control of the surrounding lands. By 509 BCE, the Roman monarchy was overthrown in a revolt, leading to the establishment of the Roman Republic. The early Romans were governed by elected officials and a system of checks and balances. This shift in power was pivotal, as it allowed Rome to expand from a small kingdom into a thriving city-state and eventually an empire. 2. The Republic, 509 BCE, 27 BCE. The Roman Republic was marked by a fierce struggle between the patricians, the wealthy elite, and the plebeians, the common people. These tensions led to the creation of a government with multiple layers of checks and balances. While the patricians dominated the Senate, the plebeians gained the right to elect tribunes who could veto decisions harmful to the common people. During this period, Rome expanded its territory significantly, partly through conquest. One of the most important military conflicts in Roman history was the Punic Wars with Carthage. The Second Punic War, 218 to 201 BCE, was particularly brutal, and the famous Carthaginian general Hannibal became a symbol of resistance. His daring crossing of the Alps with war elephants to invade Italy is still remembered as one of the most audacious military feats in history. However, it was the Roman general Scipio Africanus who eventually defeated Hannibal at the Battle of Zama in 202 BCE, cementing Roman dominance in the Mediterranean. The Roman Republic also faced internal challenges, such as the rise of the Gracchus brothers, Tiberius and Gaius, who attempted to reform land distribution and address the growing economic inequality in Rome. Their violent deaths highlighted the instability within the Republic, which was exacerbated by political corruption and power struggles. 3. The rise of the Empire, 27 BCE, 14 CE. The Roman Republic began to unravel during the 1st century BCE due to internal strife, civil wars, and power struggles. The assassination of Julius Caesar in 44 BCE was a pivotal moment, as it set in motion the end of the Republic and the rise of a new political order. Caesar's death led to the civil war between his followers and those who opposed him, notably Mark Antony and Octavian, Caesar's adopted heir. Following a decisive victory at the Battle of Actium in 31 BCE, Octavian emerged victorious and became Augustus, the first emperor of Rome. Augustus' reign marked the beginning of the Roman Empire. He instituted reforms that stabilized the empire, expanded its borders, and ushered in an era of peace known as the Pax Romana. Augustus' rise to power fundamentally altered Rome's political landscape, shifting it from a republic governed by elected officials to a monarchy disguised as a republic. Despite the apparent shift in leadership, Augustus maintained the illusion of republican values, thus ensuring his control without alienating the Senate. 4. The Golden Age, 14 CE, 180 CE. The period of the Pax Romana, Roman peace, saw Rome at its height. Augustus's successor, Trajan, expanded the empire to its greatest territorial extent, bringing Britain, parts of the Middle East, and North Africa under Roman control. Roman society flourished, with advances in engineering, architecture, and the arts. The construction of Hadrian's Wall in Britain and the building of aqueducts across the empire are just a few examples of Roman engineering prowess. Emperors, like Hadrian and Marcus Aurelius, emphasized the importance of law, order, and the well-being of Roman citizens. The Roman law system became a model for future legal systems, and the notion of Roman citizenship offered stability and rights to people across the empire. The Golden Age was also marked by cultural achievements, such as the works of the historian Tacitus and the philosopher Marcus Aurelius. Under their leadership, Rome enjoyed relative stability, allowing for intellectual, cultural, and economic growth. 5. The beginning of the fall. 180 CE. 476 CE. The decline of the Roman Empire was gradual but inevitable. Starting in the late 2nd century CE, the empire began to face internal strife. Economic instability, political corruption, and ineffective leadership took their toll. Military overextension, with resources stretched thin due to constant wars on multiple fronts, weakened Rome's ability to defend its borders. The division of the Roman Empire into the Eastern and Western Roman Empires in 395 CE by Theodosius I further contributed to the decline. While the Eastern Empire, centered in Constantinople, would continue for nearly another 1,000 years, the Western Empire was beset by increasing invasions from barbarian tribes. One of the most significant events of this period was the sacking of Rome by the Visigoths under Alaric in 410 CE. The city, once the heart of the empire, was pillaged, and its residents were forced to confront the reality that Rome's days of dominance were over. The final blow came in 476 CE, when the last Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed by the Germanic leader Odoacer. 6. The fall of the Western Roman Empire. 476 CE. The fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476 CE marked a pivotal turning point in history. The empire, weakened by internal strife, economic decline, and relentless invasions, saw its final collapse when Romulus Augustulus, the last Roman emperor, was deposed by the Germanic chieftain Odoacer. This moment symbolized the end of Rome's centuries-long dominance in the West, but its influence persisted through the preservation of Roman law, culture, and architecture. The Eastern Roman Empire, later known as the Byzantine Empire, continued for nearly a millennium, safeguarding much of Rome's legacy. 7. The legacy of Rome. Despite its fall, Rome's influence persists in countless ways. Roman law, architecture, and language, Latin, have shaped modern legal systems, architectural styles, and languages. The concept of a republican government and the principles of citizenship continue to inspire democratic ideals. The Byzantine Empire, the continuation of the Eastern Roman Empire, preserved much of Rome's heritage and served as a bridge between antiquity and the Renaissance. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.